Testing. All right, we're good. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Log Zaddy, or on this channel specifically, I want you guys to call me Logan. Um, and I'm just gonna be talking about the Lord. Um, if you're not religious or anything like that, and you're really sensitive on the topic of religion or Christianity in general, I highly suggest you click off this video and go check out my main channel and just look me out on there. Don't mind my hair right now. I haven't really taken a shower today, and I'm gonna be talking about like what's going on in my life, what my mental health is, and what my plan is for the future when it comes to content or anything like that. You guys don't have to worry though, because I'm not quitting anytime soon. That is not what's going to be talked about. What's going to be talked about is mental health, my life, my future plans or job, what I'm going through right now, and the biggest question, why I stopped uploading the Bible Diary days in general. So, what's going on in my life? So, I go to classes like 4 days a week. And then I get 3 day weekends, which is really nice for a business student. My major is finance with a minor in business analytics. And at first, when I enrolled in college, I was actually going to be a computer engineer. My biggest dream, I thought at the time, was building hardware for a computer, because my plan was to work at NVIDIA or something like that on the lines along the line, and I wanted to make my own graphics card because there's people that can make their own graphics cards, and doing that is expensive. But I think it would be really cool to do, because that was my biggest thing. Was, I was a big fan of PCs. Like when it comes to building PCs or cars, I have a very good mechanical perspective. Like I could tell you a bunch of shit about computers. I could tell you a bunch of shit of like what's the best parts for a car or a computer. That was my main goal down the line. And what killed me was Chemistry 105, or general chemistry in general. That class sucked, but I also, at the time when I enrolled in college, I didn't understand that the professors would not teach you the material. You had to teach the material yourself. They're just there to review it with you. It took me a really long time to figure that out. And like junior year, dude, like I'm a junior right now. It's spring semester for me. Um I still struggle to this day with studying. It's not like I'm stupid or something. It's just like when I was working on the weekends doing YouTube and playing video games and trying to have a life with that, I excluded my social life entirely, and I still have that social life blocked out. I've had to cancel gaming sessions now with my friends because at the time when I started YouTube, my friends weren't like my IRL friends were not hitting me up anymore, and I got super fucking like depressed about it. I thought it was a me thing. I thought I was a terrible person. I started going to this deep downward spiral of mental health and mental illness. To this day, I'm still like depressed, but it's nothing crazy as it was when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I used to go to therapy a lot. Well, I say a lot, but technically I only had 3 sessions, and then I stopped going. I probably should go back, but I don't know. I just don't have time. I'm not suicidal or anything. It's just life really kicks you in the butt, and it took me a long time to figure out who I wanted to be in life. And I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I'm still scared of going out and getting a job, like, because for a business major, a finance major, an economic major, the field is very competitive. Um, uh, engineering in general is not competitive because it's so scarce. I wasn't really worried about getting a job because if I knew I graduated with an engineer degree, I could get a job on the spot. My problem is now is my GPA is not that great. I'm a struggling student, and it's because of these hobbies I have. It's because I keep working on the weekends. So I totally cut work out entirely, and I'm only focusing on school mainly and then YouTube. And when I was going through my downward spiral, I started not praying. I stopped praying for some reason. I was too focused, I got too distracted, and I stopped praying. It freaking it took a toll on me and my mental health. I haven't read the Bible since like the summer. If I really narrow it down to a perspective, I stopped reading the Bible sometime between June and July of 2025. It is currently February 27th, 2026 at 11:15 p.m. I don't know why I stopped. I need to get back on it. I need to get back in routine of reading because I'm not a very good reader. Sometimes I have to reread something just so I can remember it. And the biggest thing with school or like these textbooks, when I finish reading a chapter and I actually sit there and read it and I go to the questions about what I read in the chapter, I sometimes don't remember. I don't know if it's a me thing, but it's super ass when I'm trying to read and I just can't remember what I read. So I started reading out loud. And it's helped, but I still get distracted. And I don't know why. I don't know. Sorry, my roommate's in the background like doing something. He's fucking being annoying. But I don't know. I just cannot remember what I read. But when it comes to the Bible, when you want to read something, I figured out quickly that you're gonna remember. And I will say though, like I think around like October-ish of last year, I started getting high again. I had a really big problem with it my freshman year of college. There was a point in time where I think it was January through April of my freshman year of spring semester. I just got high every day after classes. I wouldn't do shit. I would sit and watch streams like a bum. I would cheat on my homework. I still have a big problem. Well, not anymore with cheating on homework, but I still have a big problem relying on AI sometimes. And that's another thing what I'm worried about when I get a job in the future is, do I have the knowledge? I haven't cheated at all in my business courses, but I definitely did for accounting because I hate accounting. And I definitely did for economics because I hate economics. The only thing I didn't really cheat on was finance and analytics classes, like business analytics. Those are the only classes I really care about. I don't know if that's a smart thing that I'm doing, but if there's any real like financial analysts out there, is everything that you learned in college like you're actually using in your real life? Because I'm locked in right now on classes. I'm an A and B student right now, legit, no AI. Well, I mean, I use AI for like studying or giving me a study plan, but that's bad. That's it. That's all I use it for now. But I don't know. I need advice a lot, and if I should consider an internship or something. I don't know. But and then when I turned 21 in November, I started drinking. I became the very thing I swore to destroy. I started drinking, not crazy hard to where like I black out drunk, or I'm like, what's the word? Fucking not getting too fucked up, not getting hungover. Um, but there was one day I went hungover at work, and oh my god, that day sucked. But I'm just like, I found my limit, and that's what I reach it. I get buzzed, I crossfade with weed and all that, and the experience is better. But I know in the long run, it's unhealthy. I know it's unhealthy. I, for a long time, it was easy being sober, you know? Um, but my biggest thing is before I was sober, I have a very good memory. Right now, it's not. It's not worth shit right now because all the weed I've been eating. Um, but I know when I get like if I took a break right now, got fully sober, which I can, but I just know a month from now, if I stopped right now, my memory would come back instantly, and I would remember a lot. And then if I'm like fully sober again, I'm gonna start overthinking again. That's my biggest problem. Is I'm an overthinker. That's why I started, doing weed in the first place. And this is the first week in a while where I haven't drank. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm fiending for it. I'm fiending for that buzz. And I did not think I was addicted, but this is becoming like almost an obsession. I don't know what it is, but I just love beer. But I can't always rely on it in life. It's unhealthy. I used to work out a lot. As you could still see, I mean, I look, decently buff. Kind of, not really. I mean, I used to look better a year ago, but I used to work out, and I used to have a lot of discipline. I used to actually love working on myself. I had a lot of self love for myself. I just don't know what happened along down the line. Like, I don't know if it was pursuing relationships, because I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm not a good boyfriend, like, at all. Um, I feel like in a relationship, and I've talked about this many times with different people, and I sound like a piece of shit when I say this, but I don't date people anymore because I either get my heart broken or I break theirs, but it's mainly 25-75. It's usually me breaking their hearts more than me uh, getting my heart broken. And I just stopped. I don't I don't like talk about girls anymore. I don't talk to girls anymore. There was this one girl, and she was perfect for me, and I fucked it up, bro. I I was too scared to take her out on a date, and she's still amazing. She still likes my TikToks about my YouTube. She did unadd me from Snap, and then it's technically my fault because I never made the first move, and I don't know. I'm just scared to make the first move with women. I don't know why. My biggest dream in life too is to be a dad, have a kid. Um, fever hits me deeply. Like, both of my friends are like married. One of them's already planning, and I'm just sitting here like, damn, I am literally at college pursuing a degree that's so competitive in the job market that if I graduate, I might be jobless. And I have no girlfriend. I have zero charisma when it comes to women. I don't talk to women. And anytime I get on like dating apps, I always be using like old photos of myself. because I keep looking in the past and I'm like, I looked better here. I looked happier here. And then when I look at my newer photos of me like thirst trapping or some shit, it's always like, man, I tried too hard. I don't look good in this photo. My hair looks chopped in this photo. And then along the line, after that girl, I kind of just stopped caring. I don't know why. I just stopped. Like, I'm 21. I've put like 120% into YouTube. I've put 90% into work for a job that's not even going to matter on my resume. And I have technically no IRL friends. I sit inside all day playing video games or editing or whatever. Like, I don't go out anymore. I don't have friends to go out with anymore, so that explains it. And I don't know. Like, I know this may sound depressing, but it's just what I'm going through, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. And then my relationship with God isn't that great, and I really regret it. I'm still sinning too. Like, I keep judging people, and I've always had that problem of being too judgmental, or I keep judging, or I know one day it's going to come back and bite me in the ass. And ever since I stopped about talking about God on for a platform or anything like that, that's when like my channel decided to take a downward spiral. That's when my mental health started taking a downward spiral. And now I'm kind of coming back, but I wouldn't say I'm at 50% of what I was. I'm like 25 on a good day. But it's like probably 15%. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And, people tell me I'm a good guy. People tell me that I'm a good person. And I want to believe them. I truly do. But I always dwell on my past mistakes. That's why I'm not sober sometimes. I'm sober right now, though. But it's just sometimes I take an edible and it makes me stop overthinking. It makes me stop having that anxiety about myself. It makes me stop downing on myself. And then when I mix it with alcohol, it's like now I'm just going through time. Time's going by faster. But I know cardiovascular wise, it's not healthy. I know if I keep doing this, I'm going to end up like my grandpa. My grandpa was a heavy drinker. He died pretty young at the age of 60. Some people say that's like the perfect age to go out, but I want to live long. I want to outlive everybody. I want to be a storyteller to my grandchildren forever. I want to tell them how to prepare in life. I want to tell them how to remain happy. I want to give them advice. I love giving advice to people because I've been through so much to where like I don't know more than the next person, next to me, but like I feel like I've been through so much that I can understand on a molecular level of what they're going through. I definitely bond deeply with people like sympathy wise or empathy wise. The world is a truly fucked up place. And I'm just trying to spread the good in it, dude. That's all I want to do. It's all I ever dreamed to do. That's why I'm pursuing YouTube, doing it for fun, trying to make people laugh, just so they could forget of what they're going through that day. Just so they could forget, sit down, relax, waste some time on a video, and relax. Eat some snacks or something just to wind down a bit. And there's nothing wrong with winding down. But my version of winding down, I'm gonna die early if I keep doing it. And my biggest fear is in life is getting cancer or having heart problems or getting a heart attack like my grandpa did. And I don't want to die. I don't. When I was younger, I did. I thought about it like a lot. And when I look at myself right now on this screen, I see all my insecurities. I see every crook, cranny. I see my eyes, and I see that I lost my light along the way. I see that my lips are chapped. I'm dehydrated. I see my skin is pale, like I haven't seen the sun in a couple days, and I see myself and I'm like, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. I'm a kid and I've been through a lot. And sometimes I still feel like a kid because of quarantine. 2 years of my life wasted. I don't feel 21, dude. I feel 19. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I used to have a lot of friends. Uh, I'm now rekindling my friendship with my old high school friends. I just recently played with my friend that's in the Air Force um for a couple weeks, and it brought me back to the good old days. And I've been playing with my my one friend that's in the army, and it brought me back to the good old days. But I'm really scared for my future, dude. I'm scared I'm not going to get the job that I want. I'm scared that the job I'm going to get is not going to satisfy my expectations. And I worked 4.5 years in college for a degree I don't even like. I'm scared, dude. I'm super terrified of what the future holds. And that's why I want to talk about God again, because I can't lean on anybody for this shit. Like, I can't. There's no one else that can understand what I'm going through besides, like, me and God, bro. Like, I can tell my parents one thing. I can tell my stepdad one thing. I can call my dad and tell him I love him and, like, and let him give me advice. But it's just like, I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes, you know? Like, I look at myself and I'm always picturing an older version of myself. And I just always think of, like, am I really better than I was 2 years ago? Am I really better than I was 3 years ago? Am I really better than I was 5 years ago? I always compare myself to my senior year of high school, dude. I was working. I had a good relationship with my boss and all my team members. I used to go to the gym every night, every night. And then I would rest on my rest days, like where I was off of work. I would drink a lot of protein shakes. I got bulky. I was going for an insane bulk, dude, and I looked buff. I had the physique I wanted, and then I just stopped. I have a bench right down there. I have a foldable bench, adjustable dumbbells, just so I could work out, and I don't even use it. I don't use it because every time I work out, I always think like what I'm doing, I'm not going to get anywhere near I was when I was in a senior with dumbbells. I'm going to look fine, but I'm not going to look as buff as I was. I'm not going to gain muscle. I'm just maintaining muscle at this point. And it fucking kills my entire vibe. And then my job, my retail place, I hate it. And when I told my boss, and I had to get real with him, like I had to keep it a buck 50 with him. I had to keep it a buck 50. I told him, this is what I told him straight up. I said, this place is not my future. That's why I don't give my 100% anymore. And I understand there are days where you think you know what's going on when you're off, but you don't. I tell them, you don't check me up on it. You don't check me up or check up on me anymore. You said to my face I was annoying. I was annoying you with my messages. So I stopped messaging you. I stopped sending you TikToks. I stopped playing with you. Anytime I worked with you, you always made me feel like shit about myself. And it really started to fuck with my mental health heavily. Like, I know I'm super judgmental and I say shit to you that is slick, but it's because you said something first that pissed me off. And I don't tolerate that. And I told him, like, we are not friends. We are work friends. You knew at the beginning that this is not my future. I cannot pursue this retail workplace forever. We ain't gonna be friends forever. I don't even like the people that we work with anymore. They're starting to annoy me. I'm getting burnt out. All my friends have left or gotten fired. Anytime I'm in that place, dude, I'm miserable. Fucking miserable. I don't take breaks with y'all anymore. I just stopped. And I'm just super, like, hesitant to tell y'all anything because y'all are going to flip out on me. And I had to block y'all on my TikTok because y'all were making fun of my TikToks. Y'all were making fun of my YouTube career. And it's something I'm very passionate about. And you've hurt my feelings, dude. Like, on a deeper molecular level, there was at some point in time where you hurt my feelings and I've hurt yours. I get that. I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite or anything. I'm just saying what I feel. I don't know. This video has gone on for a bit too long. I'm sorry that I keep going in circles. You know? Just know that I'm okay. Alright? Like, I'm just talking about what's going on right now, like, at this very moment. And, yeah. I think that's all I got to say. That's all I got in my head right now. But, yeah. So the Bible Diary days are coming back. I'm gonna try to, get better at picking up the Bible, and just get better at praying. And yeah, I think we should end it off in a prayer. So I hope I remember the Lord's Prayer, but if I don't, I apologize. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Lord, I just want to thank you for those who are watching me today. I want to thank you for watching over my friends and family members. I also want to thank you for leading me down on a path where no matter how many months I haven't talked to you, I can always somehow come back to you. I want to thank you for really looking out for me and my mental health. And I want to apologize for sinning, for all the sins I have done the past months, every single one of them. I repent those sins now. I am repenting to you now. I am repenting to the Lord my God and ours that are watching this video. I do believe that Jesus went up on that cross and died for our sins. And he rose from the dead 3 days later. It was seen by 500 witnesses. I believe every bit of your story. I believe the Old Testament, the New Testament. I really truly believe that if I pursued you, I will maybe one day go to heaven one day, and that is my dream. That is my destiny. That is the purpose of being human. And I just want to apologize for any wrongdoings that I did to you or anyone without my acknowledgement. I will admit I have been arrogant. I have been ignorant. I've been judgmental. I've been beating myself up too much. I really need to love myself more just so I could love everybody else. I want to thank you for giving me my wise mind at this age of 21. I want you to look me out for my future and what it holds, because I'm scared, Lord. I'm super scared. Please take my anxiety, take my pain, take my depression. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, Lord. I'm sick of it. I just want to feel happy again. I just want to feel sober. I want to feel like I belong, like I matter. Please, Lord, look out for me and everybody else who are watching right now and everyone else out in the world. And with all the wars going on, look out for everyone. I'm sorry I'm being selfless, but I just really need something, a spark or anything. I trust you and I trust your path that you led me on, and I'm sorry if I ever complained to you, Lord. I thank you dearly so much, and I love you very much, and your son. I just hope you could still love me back and forgive me. Amen. Alright guys, that was a pretty good prayer. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. So, peace, love, positivity, all that good stuff. Adios.